Wagwan, I had to start over. So please forgive me. I had a little technical difficulties. So without further ado, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet and let's get this work. Let's go.
Yo, and this woman asked an interesting question.
All right, single man, I want to hear from you. Me and my friend were in a conversation the other day, and we were talking about the current status of single men and why many of you 35 and older are still single. And we came to the conclusion that most men nowadays see women as a liability and no longer an asset.
I mean, if you're right, you're right. I think this young lady is spot on with her assessment. I think that to most men nowadays, women are a liability because, I mean, women now become an extra bill. And we're talking about a society right now where, inflation has been going up, but wages have been stagnant, right? If we want to talk about it on an economic situation. So women want you to come in their life to improve their life so that they can go have fun and do stuff while the world is damn near burning. There might be a goddamn draft here soon. Why would a man who has those things?
I mean, what do you think? What do you expect? When you have a larger number of individuals, right, that have expectations, you can't sit up here and say it's okay for a woman to have expectations, but not okay for a man. There's nothing wrong with both having expectations. There's nothing wrong with both having a preference. But when a man states his preference and what he likes, sets his boundaries, and that is realistic with those expectations, okay, and his preference, it's a problem. Because now that puts modern woman in the place where in order for her to receive, she has to jump on that man's program. That's why we always say, what does a woman bring to the table? What do you bring to the table of a relationship? That's why when you ask that question, they feel some type of way. Because it forces modern woman to bring more than just her body to the relationship. Men are tired of it. Men have picked up their shoulder pads and their helmet and they found another groove.
Come in to give those things to her. You got to understand why we say assets and liabilities. That assets grow in value. You just tricking your money away to a woman that could eventually leave. What did you get out of that other than some coochie? A lot of modern women today bring chaos. So in a world that has enough chaos as it is, a lot of women still have their unhealed problems. And then they bring those problems into the relationship. And you can tell because if money is the only thing that you value or what could a dude do for you, but you're not willing to do for him, that to me shows a person that's unhealed. A healed person isn't afraid to give themselves to the other person. A healed person isn't afraid to love the other person. A healed person isn't talking about me, me, me. A healed person is like, I love this person. I love what they're doing. And I want to give. I want to fill their cup instead of take away from their cup. Too many women now are drinking the cup and looking like, why isn't this refilling itself?
It trips me out that men are not understanding the standards that a woman who is dating intentionally is looking for.
Now, with this four-eyed heifer, with these long-ass fingernails, just said the same thing applies. That's a two-edged conversation. Men are saying the same thing. Let's be clear.
I get cursed out all the time and yelled at because my profile says if you're not a homeowner, I'm not interested. A man being a homeowner is one of the signals that he is ready for marriage because it is
homeowner. Let's talk about homeowner. Until you own the land that home is on, you don't own it. You still paying. You still renting. Are we clear? And partial what she's saying is true, because when it comes to purchasing a home, that is done together. Husband and wife, they buy their homes together. They both provide for each other. They both love together. They both do together. You notice I said together. Okay, let's continue.
It is the man's job to provide a home for his wife, right? So if you're 50 something and you don't own a home, you're not ready. I am looking for someone who is already cooked, who is well done, right?
But you're not cooked. You're not well done. You're still raw. You're still pink inside. Let's continue.
Who doesn't need to be prepared. I'm fully cooked, career,
You ain't
house,
shit.
educated, no children, and I'm looking for the same.
Oh my God, man. If you still single with no kids, it's no wonder. It's okay to have your standards. And you know what? Normally I'd be like, okay, have your standards. But then you come online and you're saying that just because a man doesn't have a house, then that makes him less. Understand that most men back in the day didn't build a house and then say, let me go find a wife to put in it. Sometimes that man would find a wife and then they would go find a home together. They would go find a place where they're going to set out to. Most men don't get houses until after they start thinking about having a family. It's modern women today that are buying these houses, which good on y'all for doing, but y'all buying a house before you even have the family to put in it, before you...
Hell yeah, they buying a house. Good. You buying a house. But you're also losing your damn house too. Why? Because you're finding out that when in the process of paying to own, rent to own, anything in that home that needs repair comes out of your pocket. You know you're responsible, right? That's why a large number of y'all losing y'all damn home. Because you're finding out that any type of maintenance, your AC break, your pipe burst, you got to pay out of pocket for that. Versus in an apartment or condo, all you got to do is put in a work order and maintenance will come and repair what needs to be repaired. There lies the difference.
You even have the relationship. And I can't tell you how many of y'all I didn't see crying online because now your mortgage payment then ballooned up. Now the taxes then went up. If y'all thought that shit was bad, this shit is going to be worse. So a lot of men already keep their heads on the ground, keep their ears to the ground about what's going on in these markets. A lot of y'all women don't. So you judge why a man don't have this and don't have that instead of what's the logic? Instead of saying, does he have the ability to get a home? Well, that's what a man should do. He should have a home for his wife. No, it's his home. And you are coming to live there. Oh, but you got your own. So what are you worried about?
Even if you do know you have a good thing, lack of discipline can definitely mess it up. Because I feel like I've been there. Like I've definitely have not had discipline in the past. I feel like discipline is honestly something I've struggled with for many.
A large number of women have messed up. When I tell you that they've messed up and they don't even realize that they've messed up, the shit is mind-boggling, son. Most don't know that they messed up. At least a woman of good character can say, I messed up. Let me make it right. I do give a good woman of good character that. A woman of good character, don't matter if she black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. If she is wrong for something, she will admit that she's wrong and she will do whatever it is that she needs to do to fix it. But a woman, a modern feminist woman, won't do shit. Nothing. Will blame shift and act like it's the man's fault. Everything is the man's fault. Take no accountability for nothing. Not knowing that that woman has already disqualified herself. She written her own self off as a tax write-off because of her behavior, because of her character, because of the type of verbiage that she uses. The things that come out of her mouth are so distasteful, disrespectful, evil, inconsiderate, selfish. But we as black men are supposed to accept and deal with. Bullshit. Fuck you thought.
Years. I think I'm more self-aware of it now, and I work on that. You know, I'm in a relationship now, and I keep that in mind with everything that I do.
It's funny because you have a bunch of women that will say that men don't have their shit together, but it's a lot of women that have a lack of discipline. I mean, there are women out there paying all this money for beauty products that they got to get over and over again.
A large number of women paying for BBLs, paying to get their breasts done, to get their lips done, their nose done, their cheeks done, their elbows done, their kneecaps done, their chin and foreheads done. Hell, you have some of them that get their damn ears done. How can you expect? Fuck that. And when a man says he wants a woman that is all natural, now she get in her feelings. She get in her feelings hard. Man just stating his preference. Man just stating what he likes. Why is it a problem? Because it pertains to you. You follow? Men are more realistic with what they look for, the characteristics that they look for within a woman. And the first thing out of their mouth has nothing to do with their finances and how much money they got to make. Granted, those are the things that come along with conversation already. But straight out the gate, straight out the blocks, no. But this is what we see, though. Modern women are running up against a damn brick wall that they ain't gonna break. Large number of women are that they hitting that wall hard, and we seeing it.
Instead of being, it would be cheaper. Back in the day, real women actually did their own hair. Real women did their own makeup, did their own nails. I'm not knocking any woman doing that. What I'm saying is you all have a lack of a spending discipline. So even the woman in the last video where she's talking about, well, if you don't have a house, then, I expect a man to have a house. Okay, just because I have a house don't mean I'm not disciplined. I'm not going out like you and then spending it on a new bag, new shoes and all this shit that don't matter. Maybe I'm investing my money in a 401k. Maybe I'm investing my money in a retirement. Maybe I'm doing something else with my money instead of tricking it off out these.
Yo, like for real, in real time. I'm seeing more men save their money more than a large number of women do. I'm seeing it. They ain't got to go out every weekend. They ain't got to go out and go shopping every weekend. I mean, I'm seeing men budgeting their money. While these hoes complain, while some of these modern hoes complain, men ain't taking them out. Men ain't spending money on them. Hell no, because a woman of good character that leans in with good intentions, a man doesn't mind taking her out on a date. because that man's gonna pay for the date and she gonna leave the tip. That man gonna pay for the meals and she gonna pay for the drinks. You see? Men and women are gonna have a conversation with each other. They're gonna communicate in such a way. A modern feminist, mud puppy 99-cent pirate will always let you know that they are low value. They will always let you know that they're for the streets. They will always let you know they don't like you, but they like your pocketbook. They will always let you know. All you got to do is sit back and pay attention. Sit back and listen.
The streets to look good. For who?
Love is real. For example, unconditional love. Do you think it's real?
It used to be, not anymore. You got these women that can't do nothing for themselves. And
Grandma about to cook. Grandma, cook. Let these hoes know.
they act like they love these niggas, because I have seen some hard-working niggas that go out there and they get it. And they got these women that ain't good for nothing, but trying to sit up there and look good off of what the men prepare. And they want people to think that they have arrived when they haven't. Because always remember one thing. Iron sharpen iron. Don't go out there and get you a plastered ass hoe and think you gonna sharpen her. She ain't got nothing. She never gonna have nothing. And I'm gonna
Yeah. That part. Men are tired of getting used and abused, getting tired of having flame thrown on them. I'm talking about the good men. I'm talking about the men that lean in with good intentions. I'm talking about the good men that do want something. Now, you got some niggas out there that ain't want nothing. They just want to hit, smash, and dash and treat you any old kind of way. They're going to do what they do. But I'm talking about the good men of good character. I'm talking about the men that will wake up each and every day, get up, get out, and go to work and come home. Good men that are making sacrifices. Good men that are building homes. Good husbands, good fathers. Those are the ones I'm talking about. The ones that they have it. If you need it, they'll give it. That are not simps. That stand on business and sit on chrome. That are masculine. That don't take no mess. Nice guy. Good man. But don't get it twisted. Those are the ones y'all overlook. Those are the ones y'all talk about. But them are the same ones. When they did outside their race, y'all have something to talk about. Y'all have something to say. Y'all mad.
I'll tell you another thing. If you sit up there and you've been with that person for over 5 to 6 years and they are still in the same place you met them, leave them there. Straight like that.
Oh, god damn. His grandma went off. His grandma probably like my age or a lot of our ages. Holy shit.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Grandma went in and she told the truth. See, what Grandma said, men have been saying all along. It just took a good woman of good intelligence to say the quiet stuff out loud.
She actually talked like my mom do about these situations. But she was absolutely right. You have a bunch of people who want to be there after you did made it, but iron sharpens iron. They want you to give to them what you going to do for them, how you going to provide for them, but they're not sharpening you and making you better. They're actually bringing out the worst in you because now you're spending money where you could have been saving it. You could have been doing something else. You could have been doing something bigger with that. A lot of these.
For those that are chiming in, please put a number 1 in the chat. The chat room is open. Put a number 1 in. Let me know you feeling the video. Please like, comment, and share. Later on this evening, I will be on Rumble having some adult talk. The things that I'm going to be talking about and sharing are not the type of conversation I'm not going to be having on YouTube stream. Okay? It's still going to be the King's Table, but I'm gonna be going ham in. I'm gonna really take it there. I'm gonna really go there. So please tune in. Okay, 5:00 Pacific Standard Time on Rumble. My family, my friends, you'll see the links that's going on right here. You see the links, check out the links, copy it, paste it, do whatever you need to do. 5 p.m. I'm going to be live on Rumble. Have a couple of conversations. Shout out to my homegirl, Kim Iverson. She personally emailed me and sent me a couple of videos and said, react to this. I'll follow your show, The King's Table. So that's a good thing. My show is getting out there and it's being in position. It's being recognized with a large number of individuals. Shout out to Passport Bros and shout out to Kevin Samuels. Rest easy, King. Let's continue.
Plastic 304 is like she said, ain't worth it.
To shut the fuck up, and he says, yes, my queen, whatever you say.
Happy life, happy life.
And me and my man don't argue. We don't cuss each other out. We don't call each other out each other's name. We don't do none of that. I simply tell him to shut the fuck up, and he says, yes, ma'am.
You just said you don't cuss each other out, but what? Did you hear what you just said? First of all, I wouldn't be saying that to my wife. Shut the fuck up. You opening up doors, sweetheart. Be careful of the doors you open.
Who tell you yes, ma'am? You a goddamn liar, ain't your child?
See, the other girl and her dude just made this video, and he said happy wife, happy life, and just nodded his head like,
fuck.
Yeah, fuck that. Thank you. He stand on business. That's how you do it, man. That right there.
No, he's a bitch.
Don't laugh!
That's funny. I mean, that's what a lot of women don't want to deal with nowadays, right? Like y'all want
like they want a man, but they want a man, the type of man that they want and how they want him to be. But when it comes to a masculine man, look, like this. I'm going to give it to you like this, player. James Evans from Good Times. Y'all go back and y'all watch Good Times. That's the prime example. That's what a masculine man, that's a real man. That's a man that don't play. That's a man that's serious about his kids and his family. These modern women wouldn't know what to do with a man like that. Because a man like that, you can't control him. A man like that, you can't walk all over him. A man like that, you can't use and abuse. A man like that will break your neck in two. A man like that will open up the door and tell you to kick rocks, Habib. When you talking about a man, a masculine man that stands on business and sits on chrome, that will not be moved by modern women fuckery, you in trouble. You might as well take a look in the mirror and look at yourself.
a dude to be, y'all say y'all want a dude like the one right there. But really, the dude that most women actually want is the other dude, like, oh, who you playing with? It ain't attractive to have a man that you could just roll over and just say that. Cause then you gonna get cheated on. She gonna find somebody else that ain't gonna allow her to catch a temper tantrum. And gents, if she does, just like grandma said, get up out of there. Now, this is the video that's been popular online today where she talks about giving her attention to toxic men. Let's listen.
I think I have a thing for toxic energy. So I think there's still some more healing that I need to do, because when I look back on all of these energies, it's a shame I gave them so much time, and there were sweet energies that
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Other words, you used to niggas. You love niggas. You love how niggas treat you. You love how niggas talk to you. You love what niggas do to you. That is what you are familiar with. And I say this to say, because there's a large number of women that behave this way. Modern women, let's specify, that behave this way. Because a woman with good character, a woman that has good intentions, will not say no shit like this, will not move in this way. But a modern feminist woman would. Again, when you sit back and you let them talk, they tell on theyself. She done told it on herself within a few minutes of listening. But she's not the only one. I know a couple of females right now that I know that I've had conversations with, that we follow each other on social media, that behave and move this fucking way. And wonder why they get cheated on, wonder why they get used and abused. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you want to friend zone a good man. You're really not paying him much attention. Kind of standoffish when it comes to him. But yet all y'all do, take pictures to get attention online. Y'all know when y'all take them damn pictures, some of y'all use filters, taking photos from the waist up. I couldn't be in a relationship with a woman, all she wants is attention and willing to do anything for attention. You pretty much sold your soul to the devil and the things of this world. And wonder why, when it comes to your love life, you between a pimp and a hard place. And half the damn time, you do a good man a favor by not dealing with your sorry suck ass. But you call yourself a good woman. But you tired of getting ghosted, used and abused. When the fuck you gonna look at yourself in the mirror and look at you and realize it's you? And realize that you have some growing up to do. Especially those that are getting up in age. You in your 40s or whatever, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, acting so damn stupid. You wonder why they call you.
That I didn't. And so now I see those sweet energies getting married and starting families. I'm just like, dang, that probably could have been me if I recognized the security in those individuals at the time. And like,
not only that, but you can see the pain on a woman's face. You can see their past on their face. You can see their pain on their face. They wear it on their face. It doesn't matter how much makeup that they try to cover it up by using. It doesn't matter about the filters. What I'm saying is an individual, the loneliness. How you talk about you dating someone, you in a relationship with someone, but your ass is lonely. We see it on your face. We see your pain on your face. And some of y'all actually think y'all doing something. The person you should be with that is different from your element that you should be with, you not willing to find yourself, find it within you to give that person a chance. Because you're so used to fucking Pookie and Ray Ray. But yet you get mad and you feel some type of way when Pookie and Ray Ray do what they do to you. And you're not taking the heed of the advice of those that are telling you. You need to change your way of thinking. You need to change your views. This is what you're familiar with. You need to change that.
Like now, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that now. I'm aware that there's something going on. There's something wrong.
That is good that she recognizes it. Ladies, it's not a bad thing to recognize that that's a weakness, that's a mistake. I ain't say a mistake, but by recognizing that, if you went to therapy, first identifying what the problem is the first thing. Understanding that all y'all out here saying that you healed, yet you still continuously go for toxic ass dudes. That's a problem.
And you're getting the same results. You cannot deal with the Pookie and Ray Ray and expect different results. You've been off and on with the same dude for about 3 to 5 years, and now you've been more on than off. Now you're seeing someone. Really sit back and think about that. What's that say about you as a woman? What the fuck does that say about you? Not good at all. Oh, okay, you like niggas. You like toxicness. You like mess. That's what that sounds like. Because a good woman of good character is not going to continuously put herself in a position to be off and on with the same person. If the shit didn't work the first time, what the fuck makes you think it's going to work now? Pick up your shoulder pads and your helmet and move on. Get some work done on yourself, emotionally, mentally. That means you like going backwards and forwards. That means Pookie and Ray Ray can fuck up, and Pookie and Ray Ray know that he can get back in your good graces. All he needs to do is shuck and jive and move some things around and get back in your good graces. Now y'all good. Because ain't no real man gonna be off and on with somebody. Ain't no real woman gonna be off and on with somebody. A real woman is gonna take advantage of a good opportunity, especially when a man is leaning in with good intentions.
Don't sit here and get up on camera talking about, well, if you a man and you ain't got no house by the age of 50, this, that, and the third. When we check and see who the people you dating dudes who aren't even relationship or marriage minded. You date dudes who don't have a house, but they don't have a car, they don't have nothing to their name, they living off of you. Them dudes right there, you make them have all these requirements, but you have no requirements for these other dudes. And the reason is in your heads, you all convince yourself that this is temporary. I don't have to take him serious because he ain't got nothing until you fall for that dude and he mess you over.
Or you get that one that you try to control. I'm trying to change him. I'm trying to change him. Who the fuck are you to try to change some damn body? The moment you try to change a Pookie and Ray Ray, you cannot get mad at the result. You can't be mad when you get what the fuck you deserve. Hands down. I'm gonna keep it $1 with you. At that point, you should just walk away. Work on yourself. If physically you need to get in that gym and get your shit cracking, get it cracking. If there's some emotional things that you need to get right, some mental things that you need to get right from within, get that shit cracking. There's nothing wrong with going to go seek therapy. Hell, I still seek therapy to this day. Hell yeah, I admit that shit. Hell yeah. You know what? And it works. A large number of women have a lot of layers to the things of their past that they got to peel off. Okay? I'm going to talk about the men too. But right now, I'm addressing the ladies on this one. You have a large number of women They refuse to confront their past because it consists of peeling back layers. Those traumas, revisiting that place, that event that took place in your childhood that you've tried for years to bury. But somehow, it keeps on resurfacing. And what it does when it resurfaces, it affects your social life. It affects your love life. You feel me? And for the life of you, you can't overcome that. For years, you've locked it up and put it in the closet. For years, you've even put in your mind, it didn't happen. I'm going to just forget about it. But yet those very things, those very childhood events haunt you. Especially when you're alone. It attaches itself to you. It shows on your face. Like I say, a large number of women wear their pain on their face. They wear their past on their face. That hurt, that pain, neglect, selfishness, evil, wicked, they wear it on their face. You heard the woman of many masks, a woman that wears many masks. What mask are you wearing? Real question, buddy.
And then you come online and you cry, you complain, and you blame it on all men like y'all always do.
I think they just seem really exciting at first. The chemistry is incredible. And they don't even always be fine. It's not even that like they're sexy or something. I mean, well, they're sexy, but they don't be the finest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's just an energy. Sometimes it's convenience, what we talk about. A lot of the sweeter energies that I felt like weren't for me. I felt I could see myself falling asleep a little bit on the phone. So I don't know if that's like, if boring is good or not. Like, I'm trying to figure out what that means. Like,
the fact that you all are bored, you could be talking to a guy that's genuinely got shit to say, genuinely has lived life. What's exciting about them laughing and agreeing with you and barely saying anything? Oh, it's because they're exciting because they allow you to talk and run your mouth.
One of the other things that Kevin said in this episode, which is heartbreaking.
Most importantly, you have a large number of men out there that do have a lot to talk about. They do. They have a lot to talk about. And the worst position to be in is to be that one they don't have shit to talk about. Because they're not used to having an adult conversation. They're used to having conversations, but not one on an intellectual level. Not a conversation that you have to use common sense. Not a conversation where you open up your mind. Where you listen, where you have understanding. Some are not used to not having those types of conversations. So therefore, again, it goes back to, most will go back to what they're familiar with. Most will go back to what they are accustomed to. That person may be a good person, but not good for them. So they would ghost that person. They would friend zone that person. They would keep that person as the friend. You're going to be the friend. You're going to listen to all my problems. In reality, you're the one that I need. But I'm not going to let you know that. I'm not going to pursue you in that way. Because you are a man that stand on principle. You are a man that stands your ground. You are a masculine man that stands on business, 10 toes down and sit on chrome. And that's something I'm not used to. How the hell you gonna say you want something that your ass never had?
But he said in our community, when you ask most Black women about the average Black man, they rank them low. It's like we think we're better than our men. But if you ask us to talk about men from other communities, we have instant respect for them. And again, that's heartbreaking, especially as a mother. And ladies, ask yourself, when you think about your mate, do you have respect for the average man? Or does he have to be something exceptional to even have a conversation with you?
Not for nothing, I real life hate you bitches that treat niggas so.
She is so true. She is so right. That sister was so spot on. And we see that. We see it.
Wrong that they can't even trust the next bitch. Because when I tell y'all fuck it up for the real ones that really know how to hold a nigga down and is only here to heal a nigga and please a nigga, y'all fuck that shit completely up. The game is completely fucked up. And I give y'all grace because all I could do is, I can't judge. So all I could do is give y'all grace. But it's like, damn, like, y'all really messed up some good men in this world just because y'all didn't know how to love a nigga right. And I blame y'all daddies. I blame y'all daddies the most.
And I'm going to just say this, because this sister made some good, valid points. Okay? A large number of women have not had their fathers in the home. And it shows. Okay? It shows. There are some beautiful, intelligent women out there that have always been walking around the universe. But you also have those that are so influenced by social media. You do have some of those that have grown up in a single parent household without their daddy. In any event, in any of these cases, we see it. We see the obvious. The obvious is written all over your face. You don't have to say a word.
Everything she said sounded good in the moment, but there's a problem with what she said. She was doing good, but then she said, I blame the daddies. Do you know exactly why that woman's dad ain't in her life? Do you know exactly why that even though a woman might have a dad, a young lady might have a dad, why she still have a disdain for men? Everything traces back to the mama, actually. A lot of y'all running around with mama issues. Mama done ran daddy off. It was mama's way or the highway. Mama said she didn't need a man to raise no kids. Mama don't know who the daddy is. Mama talking shit about the daddy in front of the kids without the daddy knowing. Filling their heads with shit. But yet, we always come back to it's gotta be the dad's fault. Ain't that a problem with that? It's a problem.
You know, what exactly are women sacrificing in the relationship? And I don't want us to think too hard about it, but what exactly are women sacrificing? Because we are the ones that want the relationship. We are the ones that want the marriage. So we come in ready. Men are the ones making all the fucking sacrifice. Them niggas want to be outside with all the motherfucking hoes. And they want to keep their money because some of these hoes is fucking for free.
You tripping out right now because it is a sacrifice for a man. Literally, if a man knows how to cook, clean up, and take care of himself, i.e. y'all see how I got my place looking. If I know how to do all that stuff, then what do I need the woman for to come in here?
When it comes down to it, okay, both are sacrificing. Both are sacrificing time. Both are saying, out of all of these amazing souls good souls that are walking around the universe. I choose you. Out of all the opportunities, I choose you. What is it about you that makes me want to choose you? And vice versa. You see? Could it possibly be that we have a large number of individuals looking into the wrong lens? That the lens that they're supposed to be looking into, that they should have always been looking into, they're not. They don't. I know partners right now. They're ready. They're willing. I know some women right now that are ready, that are willing. There are some individuals that are not relationship material. There are some individuals that are not marriage material. There are some individuals that are not parent material. Let's make it clear.
Here for. I know how to take care of my money. Obviously, I can afford a decent place. You want me to give to you? Why am I giving to you when I have all this? Oh, well, you'll have me. There's more of y'all than there is of us. Hell, if I'm doing good with my money, I could just go out and get some strange right now. And they'll give you your money's worth of emotional intimacy and talk. And that's the thing. I'm not trying to say go out and get it. And ladies, I'm not trying to reduce y'all to just that. Understand what I'm saying right now. Understand the point that I'm making. We have gotten to the point that when you ask a woman, what do you bring to the table? You know why they can't answer it? Because they don't know what a woman brings to a man. Most of them have not seen their mothers, their aunts, their sisters. They have not seen women with real stable men in their life, real men. Most women have run their men off or they dealing with these bums. Yet they want to hold everybody on a standard. Most women do not know what it's like to be a woman in respect to a man.
And that is so true. That is so true. And the more and more we see this, it validates it. It validates it. My man, Rome, Average Man Unplugged. Go to King's channel, show him some love. All right? I always pay respect where respect is due. Conversation and reviews. Let's check out what he has to say.
Black women are so bothered by black men dating outside their race. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, I'm all for
The Bonnet.
people dating their own race.
Bonnet Crew.
I'm all for black love. And I don't have a problem with people dating who they like, right? I do have a problem with women complaining, black women specifically, complaining about black men not dating their own kind when they know for a fact, the black women know for a fact that they wouldn't look at certain black men twice. Y'all think people like Travis Hunter is ugly. Y'all talk about him like a dog. Y'all call him all type of names. And then the moment y'all find out he's dating someone that y'all don't consider black, y'all go up in the frenzy like y'all didn't even want him. It's giving fake outrage. And then when they go to a different race, y'all say, oh, the other race is using them because y'all don't feel like they're good enough because they don't look good enough for y'all. Y'all don't feel like they're good enough to be with someone beautiful or that's another race. I don't get that.
Yeah, it's a combination of Bitterness, jealousy, and whatever else you want to add in there. Let me tell you something.
Let me say this, right? A man is going to date whoever he wants to date. Period. When I see black women dating a man of another race, that don't move me. Number one, I don't know her. Number two, I don't know him. Number three, what does that have to do with me? Not a damn thing. You happy, you happy. Who cares? You see how that flow? But when it comes to a man dating outside his race, most black women don't see it that way or say what I just said. So what that black man is with the woman of another race. He don't know you. You don't know her. That's his fucking prerogative. That's his preference. That's his choice. You mad because he ain't with you. You mad because he has not chosen you. That's what it really come down to.
Cause I'm glad she said this. Cause you don't see enough black women saying this when it comes to this topic.
True that.
The reality is, and black women will admit this, but at the same time, they complain when they actually see that black man moving on to somebody from another race. And if that woman is attractive, oh yeah, all hell is gonna break loose. Why do you think passport bros are getting so much shit? Even though we know the people that are real passport bros and guys that really travel, we know that it's not just applying to black men, but black men, I guess because black men made the term popular, we get slapped. We get slapped with this label like it's only us by default. But I say all that to say that.
But yet, again, modern women tell on themselves. Shout out to passport bros, by the way. Tell on themselves. See, now men have always had a preference, but what we see now is a lot more men are stating their preference or verbally stating their preference. And the women that they're talking to that does not fit that preference, they just walking away from them. They're not choosing them. And those that have not been chosen are the ones that feel some type of way and that are in their feelings. How come he hasn't chose me? Something wrong with him. He must be gay. He must be this. He must be that. It's always shaming. No, you're just not his preference. Large number of women have a preference.
If these aren't the men that y'all want, why are y'all complaining so much? It's just like when I covered the Filipina who was talking about passport bros. If these men are leftover and y'all don't want them, why do y'all keep talking about them?
Because they do.
The reality is, I think the reason why these women keep talking about these men is because these men usually would be y'all backup plans. These are usually the men that y'all don't pick first. These are usually the men that y'all put on the back burner for later. And now that these men are on to how y'all really mate select, they've decided to go where they're appreciated and celebrated and not tolerated. And y'all don't like that.
Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
That's all it is, bro.
Can the moms of black boys please stop messing it up for my black daughter?
Fuck you mean?
You guys are ruining the assignment, and it's really unfortunate how so many black women are raising sons that hate Black women. There's a TikTok trend that my daughter just sent to me, and it's basically like one slide of a picture of a young Black male, teenagers, and it says, "You look just like my type" on the first slide, and then the next slide, it lists like the physical attributes that they're looking for in a girl. And the number of these posts that she sent me where Black boys are professing that they want a snow bunny, that a snow bunny is their type, is disgusting, disturbing, and honestly very frustrating.
How? Why you will allow something like that to make you feel some type of way? If that's their preference, that's their preference. Okay? Because what happens if you reverse it? Like I said, hearing a large number of these women speak when it comes to their preference and so forth, cool. Then keep that same damn energy when a man voices his preference. They can't. Because soon as a man versus his preference, they feel some type of way. They get in their feelings. They get in their emotions. Man didn't. Man said, cool, okay. It just clearly goes to show how a large number of women cannot take rejection very well. They take rejection to a whole nother damn level.
I had to go into the full spiel with my 14-year-old daughter of the politics of dating and how some groups decide to date in other groups not because of a true desire to do so, but because of a lack of desirability within their own group.
Gotcha, bitch!
There you go. You let them talk long enough, they always end up telling on themselves, or they end up telling the truth and proving men right anyway. She literally just said the same thing the other girl said. The only difference is the other girl sounds pretty more accepting of it. This girl sounds bitter and angry about it, because she's under the impression that these Black sons are just being raised to not be interested in Black daughters. Nah, I can tell you from experience and seeing a few younger guys that watch me and covering videos and older guys with sons, they're all saying the same thing, bruh. Like,
hell yeah, they are. These are the types of women you stay far the fuck away from. These are the types of women you don't open up the doors for. These are the types of women you don't talk to. These are the types of women you don't take out on dates. These are the types of women you don't sleep with. These are the types of women you don't give your time to. These are the types of women you don't trust. These are the types of women you don't bring home to the family picnic. These are the types of women you talk to. These are the types of women you give your time to. These are the types of women you bring to the family picnic. These are the types of women you sleep with. These are the types of women that you open up the doors for. Now you know the difference between the two. And we see a lot more bad than good.
y'all the young Black women today, not one bit. Remember the one Black lady that I just covered who been trending? My son ain't gonna date a Black woman. And it's always because she's seeing some foul and some crazy shit going on with Black girls. She's like, oh nah, because she was like, I see this behavior too much. And Black men don't want to deal with that. So you can sit over here and cry all you want, but as much as you over here talking about some y'all fucking it up, I'm like, what are y'all teaching y'all daughters? Because the men are sharing the same complaints. So what are y'all doing on y'all end?
Exactly. And looking at you, I can tell you look like you fucked up. Period. Some individuals, all you got to do is look at them. Okay, I know your type. All you got to do is look at them.
And when you raise your sons to, well, be the complete opposite of what you're seeing from the women, those men are like, I'm not gonna deal with that. You know what? I'm seeing these other races of women that are more interested in me, and they're not giving me that attitude and the stereotypical things that we hear and people complaining about with black women. Nah, I'm gonna just go over here. So you can't be mad at that. I'm like, hell, and even the women in these other races and cultures, they see it. For example,
Hey, where was
White woman explains why black men
you at? Why wasn't you? You didn't answer your phone. I don't care what you gotta say.
are now into snow bunnies.
Hey, where you at? Oh, traffic do be crazy at this time, for real. You hungry? Well, I made spaghetti, but if you want that, I can make that. We could just have double. Okay, baby, I'll see you soon. Love you. Can't wait to see you. That's why they like us.
Yes.
Yes. She's got a point.
It was once said, you'll know what type of woman you're dealing with by her demeanor. And you'll know her type. You'll know what type of woman you're dealing with by her demeanor. You'll know her type. I'm going to let that marinate. Damn, she kind of thick.
I think that the black man and the white woman just liked each other. Y'all want to know why we like y'all's black men? Because they not y'all's black men. They're not. Oh, you don't know shit.
fired.
You know, way back in the day. Since we got to go way back there. You know how we were separated and there was some still sneaky stuff going on, right? But as you know, things evolved, got better. We started to mingle together, and that made a lot of us white and black folk happy. It did. And then we got to mingle together even more. And I think that the black man and the white woman just liked each other. I just think they liked each other.
Key words, liked. So, a man's going to have his preference, just like a woman's going to have her preference. If a black man chooses to date out his race, why is he shamed for it? But when a black woman dates outside her race, she's not shamed for it. Nah, fuck that. You're going to keep that same energy. If not, then shut the fuck up when it comes to interracial dating. Two people like each other, they like each other. Get over it. Period. Your opinion holds no weight. And that's it, that's all. We're seeing more and more and more interracial dating. I mean, it's always been there. But in this generation now, we're seeing more of it. We're seeing more black men dating white women, dating Hispanic women, dating Asian women, dating Caribbean women, dating island women. We see it. And somehow, some way, could it possibly be that some of our DNAs, through our ancestors, kind of mixed wine together? So we say.
Each other. And you're mad about it?
yeah, there clearly are. I don't know. I just wanted to show y'all again because I thought it was funny. I covered that a long
Look at her,
time. Yeah,
look at her face,
year.
though.
But let's keep it moving.
So I'm 34 years old, and I just had my first interracial dating experience
What
this
you about
year.
to eat? What you about to eat?
And these are some of the things that I have learned so far. because I am getting an education. All kinds of things I didn't even know.
Your hungry ass. Damn,
So the
you
first
so
one.
good.
You go to the cookout,
Yeah.
and they're playing spades.
Okay.
And the game gets loud, and everybody starts yelling. Apparently, they're not actually mad.
No, they talking.
It's just what they do. Okay. Cool. What do you think?
Can I ask one?
The second one, you'll find out real fast who your racist friends are. Real fast. And it'll always be the friends that you never would have guessed. Never would have guessed. For example, I had this man, right? And he wanted to date me. And I was just like, never sure. Like, I went on a few dates with him. Something just didn't feel right to me. Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, and I kept trying because, like, he checked all the boxes. But it was like every time something just felt so off to me. I'm like, all right, we're just gonna be friends. He was cool with it. We stayed friends for the last couple years, actually. He found out I was dating interracially. He don't like me no more. Which is totally fine.
You like
Excuse
some
me,
dark
but I'm
meat,
like- Okay, now I know what was off. Like, you're racist. That's gonna be a no for me. So yeah.
Well, if it was a white guy, you know, that's kind of a thing. However, to be honest with you, he probably would have been upset regardless. But
Let's take it and flip it. What do you mean by flipping it? Meaning, folk are going to always have something to say when it's the opposite race dating, or shall I say interracial dating. Folk are going to always have something to say, good or bad. In this case here, it's clear she loved brothers. That's her preference. That's her thing. Okay? And how she treats her black man. And I see it. I see this happen in real time. The stares. Black women giving white women, Asian women, Hispanic women the stare when they see them with a brother. But that's that man's choice. That's that man's preference. Why are you mad because that man has a preference? That man's not mad at your preference. Let's make that clear. Or it's really not about the preference, but more of he didn't choose you.
given the fact that you're friends on him, but yeah, I can see that. I'm not gonna put that past being true, because that is a thing. There was a real popular YouTuber, I think that one guy that be hitting himself with the hammer, the clavicle. I'm probably butchering his name, but yeah, he kind of gave off the same vibe too, because he had some girl on his stream and he kept questioning her about some black dude that she was messing with. Let's keep it moving.
Well, this is part 2 of the things that I have learned since dating interracially in the last year. So I have learned about the unspoken head nod. So I'm walking with my date downtown Knoxville, and we're walking,
Knoxville,
and you
Tennessee.
can't miss him. Okay, he's
Shout out to
6'4",
Tennessee.
extremely dark, extremely handsome, big muscles, like just a big man, stands out in the crowd, which I love. But you can't miss him, right? So we're walking, and there's another couple walking towards us, and they pass us, and he just like kind of smirks and like does this little laugh, and I'm like, what? Like, what's funny? What did I miss? That couple just walked by, he was like, he gave me the head nod, and he's like, so black people do this thing where we nod at each other, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Acknowledging
Cool.
each other.
So I learned
That's
that.
all.
And another thing that I learned is a little heavier. Golly, I didn't realize that black men go through so much. Like, obviously I know of, history and things like that. But for it to be 2026 and for Black men to still go through some of the things that they go through on a daily basis,
Let me just say this, though. I respect her for the fact that she's willing to learn. She's willing to take the time to learn. And when you have a woman that's willing to take the time to learn, what more can you say? I mean, again, this is a second video. Remember, she had her hair all whipped up. Now she got her hair down and she's not eating. And I can respect a person for wanting to learn and to see and to look through the lens that we look through. Even if you flip it. If I'm dating a white woman, I'm dating a Spanish woman, a Latin woman, I'm dating an Asian woman, I want to look through those lenses too to see what they see or seeing in their own culture. I already know about the Caribbean culture because I'm half Caribbean. I already know about the Islander culture because I'm half Islander. Granted. But it is amazing to look through lens that you've never looked through before, but always wanted to. It is an amazing thing.
blows my mind and freaking saddens me. Saddens me. Like, I'm talking, I didn't realize y'all went through so much just stepping out of the house. Just going to work. It's a lot.
Now, with that being said, I'm quite sure she pissed off a large number of black women with this. But she's telling her truth. And in her truth, that's reality. Because that's what a large number of black men go through on a day-to-day basis. The moment you leave your house, the moment you wake up, of which you got to fight and deal with outside the four walls of your home, then when you come home, you got to deal with bullshit. When you was dealing with bullshit out there, when your house is supposed to be your place of peace, when a bumbaclad.
It is a lot. A lot. And y'all have been, like, I've learned that y'all have been through some things and y'all have seen some things. And some of the things that the stories that I'm hearing about and I'm learning of, I'm like, is this normal? Like, is this normal? And a lot of it apparently is normal. And oh my gosh, it's a lot just to go outside. Like, it's a lot for me to just, go to work and deal with the stresses of, paying bills and, keeping up with my household and keeping up with my kids. I can't imagine doing all that, plus dealing with all of the additional things that black men go through. Like, it's a lot. It is a lot.
And here's the thing. And let me just say this. There is a difference between women of good character and modern women. Women of good character. You have some black women of good character that move in a totally different way. That is positive, that is loving, that is peaceful, that is productive, that is securing, that will make a good asset. Okay? You have some black women over here that are modern feminist black women that move in a totally different way. It's a bad way, not a good way. We see that. Other races of women that move, good intentions, moves in a good way, that are loving and so forth, have good character. And we see those women. So we do know they exist. And they open up the doors for black men to walk into their lives so that they can walk into their lives. And it's about being happy. It's about us as a team. Modern women are the ones we see crashing out. Modern women are the ones that we see on social media making these videos, emasculating, disrespecting, humiliating, being rude and evil towards black men. Those are the ones that we see. And the reason why that they're making those types of videos is because those black men of good character are showing them that they don't need that type of woman. That you're not wife material. That I can't take you seriously. That you're low value. And we see it. You disqualify yourself. How many times, men, have we been in conversations where a modern woman has disqualified herself? How many times have we been in conversation with a woman of good character and it was the most pleasant, peaceful, sweetest conversations ever?
And then I've noticed that there are some people that are completely for interracial dating and some people who are completely against it. The one side that is against it is very quiet about it, unless you're on the internet. And the side that is for it is very vocal. For example, my date and I were walking past a bar, and there was this lady sitting outside at a table, and she caused a whole scene. It was actually a super cute thing, like probably one of my favorite moments. And she caused a whole scene to make sure that my date and I knew that she thought that we were just the most beautiful couple that she has ever seen. Like, it was really sweet. I was like, almost didn't have words because I'm like, is she talking to us? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, starts thanking her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Like, I appreciate it. Well, it's official. This man had me doing something last night that I didn't think I would ever do. I guess it's
Anal? What? I don't know. Doing something you never, I know. Cooking soul food? Let's see.
safe to say I most definitely am very much obsessed with him. Very much so. Because he's been staying with me for the week. He flew in on Monday, and last night we laid down, and he said, babe, I'm gonna make you watch anime. I watched it. I feel like a nerd, but I kind of liked it.
I thought it was, anal loving or something, backdoor loving. Maybe y'all did that too, but again, it's all fun and games, but when it comes to when two good people come together, see, this is where we talk about she's the prize, he's the prize. There's two good people that come together. They both are the prize. This is that. She has a few more to say. Take us home, Queen.
I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm probably going to keep watching it, but I'm like, anime?
Hold up. Whoa. She said he flew in. He didn't fly her out. He flew to her.
Okay, whatever you want, babe. Whatever you want.
Whatever you want, babe. Whatever you want.
Thank you. I want to thank each and every individual for tapping in. It's your boy, Big Truck. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Shout out to Nas. Shout out to Nas. Get that good energy drink. You're going to need that good energy. This is going to keep you going and keep you pumped and keep you ready. Stay ready so that you don't have to get ready. Go be the best version of yourself, man. Take that with you and go be great. Stay tuned for